I've got a brand new lightsaber to review and some huge lightsaber news to share. I'm going to tell you all about it today on Darth Rage Reviews.
Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force? Nah, for the Republic!
Greetings, Force fans, and welcome to another episode of Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force. Feels like it's been a while since I've been here in the Darth Rage studios sharing fun stuff with you, but I'm back. Don't worry, I'm back. So we're back to lightsabers. Y'all that have been with me for a while, you know this is kind of what the channel started as. It was a lightsaber review channel. I love lightsabers. I love playing with lightsabers, and I love it when people send me lightsabers. So this is my latest lightsaber review, and to be honest, I'm surprised I hadn't owned this hilt before now. This is, of course, Darth Vader's hilt. This is the Episode 5 Vader, so Vader Ep 5. And it's from CXSabers.com. CXSaber.com. There's a link in the description to their site, as well as a link in their description to this exact lightsaber. So this thing is a beauty. This thing is fun to play with. This is their SNV4 version of it. So it's a NeoPixel, full NeoPixel. It's not a Profi. It's a lot easier to play around with, and I'll get into that with their Force Park app later on in the video. I'll kind of show you the fun that you can have just playing around with that. This thing comes fully loaded with, like, I want to say it's 25 to 27 different sound fonts on there, and you can switch between them. You can add your own sound fonts to it. It comes with a myriad of blade styles and ignitions, all with their own sound effects with them. I mean, this is a value. It is a value for what you pay for it. You get a fully working NeoPixel lightsaber, and it's super, super easy to use and play around with. And I'm going to tell you they've done some upgrades to the SNV4 in both the operation of it, in both the hardware, the software, all of it. Upgraded. And again, we're going to get into that later in this video review, but let's take a look at the beauty of this hilt. This is Darth Vader's original trilogy hilt. And if you get into the history of the hilt, it actually went through a lot of changes between the movies. But this is a good representation of it. Just really beautiful. The only big flaw I find in it is this little Arabic writing here that's on the front. The hilt doesn't have that. I don't know if they put that on there just as a nod to the Arabesh that's on his armor. I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like it's needed. Not really understanding why they put it there. That's my only complaint with the look of this, but otherwise, beautiful, beautiful hilt. And let me show you what you get out of the box. So first off, they've changed up their stand. It used to be this clear acrylic stand. Now it is a black acrylic stand. I really dig that. So that's a nice display stand that comes with the set. Let me open this here box and we'll take a look at what other goodies you get with it. So of course you're going to get a blade. You need a blade. You'll get instructions for the Saber as well as the app in there. You're going to get a blade plug. It's semi-generic. This is excellent if you don't have a blade plug. When you've got 20 of the same blade plug, they get a little old, but you get a blade plug with it as well. This is nice. So they send you a couple extra sets of those little T-grips that are on the side. So I'm assuming these things are going to come off at some point. You know, maybe they've had a history of them coming off, but they send you extras in there to start with, as well as extra retention screws. And I do love the retention screws on these. You know, they don't look like your standard little hex screw. They kind of fit with the overall design of the Saber. So it's a nice little touch. Nice little touch. All that comes in here with it, and you'll get, you know, of course, a little Allen wrench key to screw everything on. and a charging cable, and you know, you're set, good to go. Everything that you need. And it all comes in the box. Very, very, very nice additions. Oh, sorry, hit the mic there. Hit the mic there. So all of that comes out of the box with this very, very beautiful, beautiful hilt. So let me take a break, and we're going to come back and we're going to break down the internals of this and kind of show you some of the upgrades that they've made to the hardware on one of these SNV4 Pro models. Again, this is the Vader Episode 5. It's from CXSaber.com, and you can get it today. Plus, you can get a discount. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. When you're checking out at CXSaber.com, use code DarthRage, all caps, no spaces. You're going to get 20% off. I mean, I know, like, what? Yeah, 20% off. Code DarthRage when you're checking out CXSaber. You want this one? It'll work for this. It'll work for any lightsaber on their site. So make sure to use that code. We're going to come back. We're going to take a look at some of the internals on this. The Vader Episode 5 SNV4 from CXSaber.com. All right, we're back, and we're going to open this up, and let me show you some of the things they've done to basically change up what they're doing here, and they're all really good updates.
Power off.
Oop, power just turned off. So all of these now come with removable chassis. I don't know what the plural of chassis is. I think it's chassis. Chassis. I don't know. Anyway, they all come with a removable chassis. That's nice little gold accents on this. It's upgraded from the old just standard plastic. You've got easy access to the SD card there. If you're wanting to add any sound fonts, that's what you would remove. Just get a card reader, pop it in your computer, and you can add whatever sound fonts that you want for it. Little things like this little strip here to pull the battery out. I know it's not much, but that is a nice upgrade, and it makes it so much easier. Usually I would have to slam this against my hand or try to dig something in there to get the battery out. You shouldn't be putting metal on metal batteries. So little upgrade, little addition, love it. But this is what I wanted to show you. They now have kill keys. So you can turn the saber on and off and really control the battery power that you're spending and using on that saber. So a kill key is excellent in conserving battery power when you are storing your saber. You just turn that off and the battery's not going to drain. So pins line up to pins, and then you screw this on. All excellent hardware upgrades for the SMV4 model.
Power on.
And just make it an extra value for what you get. And, I'm going to go over the price point of this later on in the video. We'll talk about all that with the final review. But, yeah, these things are a lot of fun. Gesture controls. And, again, everything you would want in a saber. So we're going to come back. Going to pop a blade in, and we'll take a look at some of the different blade styles, effects, sound fonts that come preloaded on this. No extra, you don't have to pay anything extra for it. They all come preloaded on this saber. Again, this is the Vader Episode 5. This is from CXSaber.com, and you can use code DarthRage at checkout to get 20% off your total purchase. So CXSaber.com. This is the Vader Episode 5. Link in the description also to this lightsaber and to their website. So we'll come back, pop a blade in this, and really take a look at some of the fun blade effects and blade styles and sound fonts that come loaded on this thing. All right, I've turned the lighting down a little bit just so we can see the blade better, but got it loaded up with a Vader font, of course. And again, gesture controls on these, so you just twist it, and it ignites. Sorry, I just hit that off. You can hit it to get a clash, or... And I love how that clash varies up where it's landing on the blade. So very simple controls with the gesture controls. Again, this is a 2-button saber. So you've got a power button and an aux button. Both control different things. So let's go through the sound fonts real quick and show you what you've got loaded on there. That was a Vader font, of course.
Hunter ignition.
Whoops, sorry, I changed the ignition.
Leia.
You get Leia.
Unstable blade.
Ventress.
Ventress.
Temple Guard.
Temple Guard.
The Butcher.
The Butcher.
Reborn.
Reform.
Quinlan Boss.
Quinlan Boss.
General Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Master Mundi.
Ki Adi Mundi.
Master Windu.
Mace Windu.
Tell me, is this training? My training?
It's in Ezra.
Oh, I am the Inquisitor.
The Inquisitor. Kylo Ren.
Unstable blade.
Sorry.
Yoda.
Yoda font.
Unstable blade.
Cal Kestis.
Cal. Empress Rey.
Dark Sith Red.
Dark Sith Red.
Unstable blade.
Count Dooku.
Dooku.
Kenobi.
That's a Maul font.
Depa Balaba.
Depot.
Ayla Sakura.
Ayla Sakura.
Anakin.
Anakin.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Anakin. Ahsoka. Prepare a boarding party.
Back on the Vader. So all those fonts come loaded in, plus a couple extra that you'll see when you open up the Force Park app. So again, that's the fonts. Then what do we have for blade styles and ignitions? So for ignitions,
Cross ignition.
Ahsoka.
sorry.
Prepare a boarding party.
Phaser ignition.
See how it kind of varied up where it came in?
Photon ignition.
These all come with pre-on sound effects already applied to them. So you can adjust each one of these, save it in there. When you switch fonts, it goes back to a standard.
Broken ignition.
Pretty nice.
Machine ignition.
Another cool ignition. There's about 10 to 15 different ignitions preloaded on here, and a lot that you can again find on the app to add in, upload, and you know, adjust your saber and personalize it to what you want it to be. So some of the different blade effects.
Unstable blade.
I'm gonna get off that pre-on. That's a bit of a long ignition each time. So an unstable blade version. I'm just going to switch fonts.
Leia.
So you get the unstable.
Pulse blade.
Just a pulsing version.
Rainbow blade.
Everybody loves the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Ventress.
Sorry.
Star Killer. Unstable blade.
You got to go through these again.
Pulse blade. Rainbow blade. Infinite blade.
Infinite blade. I love this. It just rotates through the colors. Very, very cool look.
Wave blade. Fire blade.
This one looks better with red, and to change the colors, you point the blade down and twist it. And you get a fire blade. Very, very cool. Very, very cool.
Flash blade. Crack blade.
Very cool effects. These all come preloaded.
Custom blade 1.
You got, I think, 10 custom blades after this. This is kind of an ombre. It starts out green and goes to a lighter blue. Can't really see it on the camera.
Custom blade 2.
Different rainbow version. So you get the point. tons and tons and tons of options. 25 different fonts. I think 10 to 15 different ignitions and like 25 different blade styles, plus an infinite number of extra ones that you can add in through the Force Park app. So I keep talking about the Force Park app. Why don't we take a look at the Force Park app and see exactly what you can do to play around with the Saber by using it. So we take a break, sync this up with the app, and we're going to take a look. All right, we're back, and I have pulled up the Force Park app. So this is a Force Park app available on the Play Store and for Android. Both users can operate this. It's so user-friendly and very simple to operate, but you've got lots of different options. The Saber itself, so you've got it here, and you can turn it on just by hitting this power button. And then while you're here, you want to test the different features, the lockup, clash, melt, the background music for each track. It'll play that if it has it. Some of them do, some of them don't. Stab, the force effect, the drag effect. So all these you can do, switch blade colors. So you can just switch through them just by hitting that. And switch the sound fonts.
Ventress.
Leia.
Prepare a boarding party.
It's so simple to use. I mean, seriously, you're just switching through the sound fonts by
Anakin.
Ayla Sakura.
blade
Pulse
effects.
blade. Rainbow blade. Infinite blade. Wave blade.
All that is just a touch of a button. Then as far as setting up the Saber, you can restore the factory settings. It's got different informations on there, how to control your motion control, turn it on, turn it off, all really simple in the app. Some people don't like the motion control. I do. Some people don't. So modifying the data. So this one right here, you can adjust the volume. You can adjust your swing effects, your hum effects, the open and close speed of the Saber. So how quickly it ignites and how quickly it doesn't. It's just a little drag and drop. And you can pull it and make it faster or slower on the ignite and when it turns off. Really, really simple. Sensitivity for flash on clash, for all of your swings. So if you don't want to get those sounds as prominent when you're swinging a Saber around, you can adjust it all right here in the app. Really, really simple. And then sound fonts, if you want to add sound fonts. So again, it lists everything here that comes on the Saber. You can only have 25 of them initially starred. So if you wanted to add a sound font or take off a sound font, you'd have to just simply click the star up here on one that's starred and then add it down here. If you're wanting to add a sound font that's not on the Saber, you take the little SD card out of the Saber, put it in a card reader, load it on your computer, and then you simply add that sound font to the card. Bring it back in, and you can upload it with this right here. This app makes it simple. It's really user-friendly. A lot of people, when I first got into Sabers, to load a sound font on it, with a Profi, it was just, you had to know how to program a Saber pretty much. This app takes all that out of it. And it's just a whole lot of fun. The other cool thing they have, where is that at? So they've got different blade effects. So it shows you which blade effects you've got preloaded in there. But then there are also public blade effects that people, basically created themselves. And you can preview what the blade effect looks like and upload it to your Saber as well. So you don't like the blade effects that are on here and you want something different, that's an easy fix. It's an easy fix and people have done the work for you. So you just take this, upload it to your Saber, and you're good to go. This is an awesome value, y'all, an awesome value. It really makes these things super easy to update, to upgrade, to change around. For the people that like to make swinging lightsaber videos, you have so many different options of blade styles that'll look super cool when you're doing those videos. And it all comes preloaded. There's really no work necessary to get this. It's all on the Saber and in the app. Really easy to update. So we'll take a look at that. All right. So I think you've got an overall kind of view of what the Saber's like. So we're going to come back and I'm going to give my, final review score for this. This is the Vader Episode 5. This thing really is a beauty. Vader Episode 5 from CXSaber.com. And as always, when you shop at CXSaber.com, you want to use code DarthRage, no spaces, all caps, at checkout. You're going to get 20% off. And that's a big savings on some of these sabers. So I'm going to package this all back up. We'll come back and I'll give you my final review score on this saber, the Darth Vader Episode 5 from CXSaber. All right, we're back here with my final score for this review of the Vader Episode 5 from CXSaber.com. All right, so overall, this saber, I've got a 5-point system, and this one is near the top. I'm going to give this thing a 4.8. So the reason it's not a 5, it's, simple. One, the look of it, they've got this little thing here that really doesn't belong on the saber, but that's really the only deterrent for me. That's the only deterrent on this thing. The SNV4 app and the SNV4 hardware that they've really worked on, the upgrades are just amazing. Kill switches included now, the little battery tab, the little piece of metal that's on the core, removable chassis, all this stuff just makes for an excellent saber. Used to be something that you'd only get from a custom sabersmith, and now you're getting this stuff bulk off the line. So the operating system, amazing. The app, they make this so simple, y'all. If you want to add a sound font, really the only thing you're going to need is to buy a card reader because everything else is really included in it. You add the sound font, it's easy to upload it and change it in the app. It's just a world of opportunities. The different blade styles and sound and boot effects that you can download from the app. It gives you an unlimited arsenal of different blade styles that you can play with. You can truly make this saber your own. So I'm telling y'all, this one is, for me, and again, I don't know if I said 4.7 or 4.8. We're going 4.8. This is a 4.8 out of 5. This is an excellent saber. Again, I can't believe I did not own a Vader hilt. Oh yeah, let me show you something. I got the Better Blade plug in it right now. I just don't like the generic one that they send with these, so I had to put a Better Blade plug in. But yeah, 4.8 out of 5. This is a saber that you need to purchase. So price-wise, this one, the SNV4 version, is going to run you $459. But when you use code DarthRage at checkout, you're going to get 20% off. So that's knocking like $90 off the price, which makes this a very affordable NeoPixel Canon hilt from CXSaber.com. So 4.8 out of 5. This is an excellent saber. You will not be disappointed if you buy this saber. So go check them out today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one, but I feel like I gave you all the information you needed to make an informed buying decision. But check this one out. This is the Vader hilt, the Vader Episode 5 from CXSaber.com. It gets a 4.8 out of 5. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like. I do appreciate it. As always, I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.
The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.